Hello and welcome to the Patreon exclusive edition of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymour,
and we're
there
about
are no free spoilers in this episode.
No. All the spoilers are free in this one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. We're giving this one's technically spoiler free, as YouTube would see it.
Yeah.
Because we're about to give you all kinds of spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, because they paid to be Patreon members.
So it's not.
Dang it!
It's like a catch.
Oh, we can't win.
Oh,
we
my
can't
gosh.
win. If you guys watch the free show, you understand what we're talking about. A little semantical, little danceroo that we have to do with YouTube, where the other show is now spoiler zero,
Which worked for Coke Zero.
ish. Didn't get as popular,
Yeah.
but it's better than going for a whole new formula because that didn't work at all.
No.
So we're gonna check out Earth's Mightiest Heroes Avengers number 19, written by Jason Aaron with art by Ed McGuinness, and this is a War of the Realms tie-in, which is so perfect because Jason Aaron himself is writing War of the Realms. So,
If you were an Avengers reader, but you were thinking, I can take these issues off because I'm not reading War of the Realms.
yeah.
You're wrong.
Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. All right, so the current setup that we have here is that Midgard has been infiltrated, invaded, and taken over by Malekith and his forces from the different realms.
All the Heims.
Yeah.
All the Heims.
All the Heims, yes. Excluding Anaheim, which is in Midgard.
Yeah.
So Anaheim is the only one that's not.
There's some.
But it's deep, though. Wait, I'm wondering, okay, I feel like the characters from Heaven should have gone to Anaheim because it's technically in the City of Angels. Should that not have happened?
Oh my gosh.
Come
They
on!
recruit Mike Trout.
Yes!
Yeah. There we go.
And they go in during WonderCon, and no one believes that they're really angels. They think it's all cosplayers, and that's how they take it over. Secret Invasion tie-in. Boom! Okay, I'm sorry.
You suck at writing, Jason Aaron.
I just got blacklisted from all things. Okay, so in this current Avengers iteration, we have Captain America, we've got Black Panther, we've got Ghost Rider, Iron Man, Blade.
Yeah, which is so cool.
Super cool. We've got She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, and of course, Thori. Because
The murder dog.
Why not? And these guys are full on dealing with the invasion in New York, trying to handle things and make sure that no one else dies. Because dying is bad. They don't want it.
Yeah, it's brutal. Like Ice Giants, all the Dark Elves, Malekith. Like they're not messing around.
It's all kinds of bad. It's all kinds of bad. And I love that we get like this caption narration. So there's another person speaking. But we're not quite sure who it is. It's clearly not one of the Avengers because they don't quite sound heroic.
Yeah. They're very honest with themselves, and they're accepting that I'm not this paragon of virtue.
Who did you think it was at first?
When it got to the line about I'm usually drunk, I was like, well, maybe Tony Stark. But then like it didn't fit because timeline wise, he's been clean and sober for a while, forever.
I literally thought it was Wolverine. I thought it was Wolverine with the brown lettering and the white. I thought it was Wolverine in some way, shape, or form.
Because that's what he's been doing since he came back.
Right? Just chugging along. I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. Gorilla Man.
It's Gorilla Man. How do you make Gorilla Man the protagonist, the focal point of a story, and still get me to read? Jason Aaron.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the answer is Jason Aaron. I take it you're not a Gorilla Man fan?
I'm not against Gorilla Man.
He's kind of a non-issue. Like it's just kind of like, oh, okay, that's who that is.
Fantastic. What's on the next page?
Right. Interestingly enough, they're meeting in Wundagore Zoo. Transia, and it is Transia. If you're reading X-Force, you know that is the location of some bad things going down.
Yep.
He's meeting up with Ursa Major, the Winter Guard bear character.
Yeah.
And what better place to inconspicuously meet for two animals than a zoo?
It's actually kind of brilliant.
It kind of is, except Gorilla Man is wearing a freaking shirt.
Yeah.
And pants.
Yeah.
And pants. So I feel like that's already a dead giveaway that something is not quite right.
Like he's not committed to it. Like
he's not,
really
man. He would have been like butt naked, but maybe it's more man than gorilla at that stage, and so he's like, I can't. Like my modesty says
kids be looking.
That'd be terrible. You go to the zoo and a gorilla and a bear are in the same habitat. That doesn't strike you as weird?
Well, the bear's holding a thing of vodka.
It's a European zoo, man. I don't even know what I don't know what they do.
They're different sensibilities.
Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's a thing. Okay, so they're discussing a transaction of information.
Yes.
Ursa is spilling the tea on the happenings that Winterguard has gone through with their regards to Dracula and the entire vampire invasion.
Yeah.
There seems to be like something that Gorilla Man has on him.
Yeah.
We don't know what this is yet.
Would that his choppers? Should that have been another clue?
Ooh, it's maybe maybe that's a secret thing the whole time.
Maybe.
I mean, because gorillas do have like very sharp teeth, but
like it's such a weird. We'll get
put
to
a pin in it. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I mean, it also figures a matter of thirst, even like why he drinks so much.
Yeah.
I don't even. Okay, so
Huh.
it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So in this conversation, what Ursa says is that they have moved Dracula to Chernobyl, per the Black Panther's request.
Yeah.
I think that's the first clue that things aren't what they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
If you guys have been following along,
Yeah.
yes, Winterguard did make this move, but it seemed to be set up as a punishment for Vlad that he ultimately is using to his absolute advantage.
Yeah.
So, not a punishment. And as much as I'd like to think, I don't think that Black Panther would have miscalculated that move.
T'Challa doesn't make miscalculations.
No. So, all right. This is too funny. Kazar driving a flying car.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard me right. It rhymed. I didn't mean for it to, but it absolutely does.
Yeah.
Kazar driving a flying car is there to pick up, Gorilla Man as a agent of Atlas, I guess. Agents of Wakanda, to be specific.
Yeah.
Oh,
gosh, it's fantastic.
Which is kind of crazy. What I love, though, is this notion of the statement that something is wrong.
Yeah.
Kazar's like, hey, the thing that T'Challa gave you that we're supposed to be able to communicate with,
doesn't work.
Of course, Gorilla Man's like, it's called a phone. He's like, yeah, whatever. It's not working, though. The problem is that this thing is supposed to be able to work, even in the negative zone.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're on Earth and it's not working, something is wrong.
Yeah.
We need to go.
And Gorilla Man's ready to go now.
He's like, good call. Okay, so we get a quick update and see that Doctor Strange pulled a super teleportation whammy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like everybody in New York, for the most part, he was able to port into Avengers Mountain.
That's nutty.
Yeah.
Absolutely nutty.
And for Avengers Mountain, if you haven't been following it, is a celestial.
Yes.
Is a dead celestial.
With ice growing around it.
Yeah.
That's not I'd still feel weird living inside a once living being.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me, but it's kind of like nowhere, but on Earth.
Yeah.
And not dismembered.
Yeah.
So
many dead celestials out there.
A lot of them, man. They just float and just natural decay and everything. It's kind of weird.
Ugh.
So we have Gorilla Man catching up to the most sinister looking Black Panther imagery I think I've ever seen.
Ed McGuinness draws Black Panther like it's something out of one of Batman's nightmares.
Yes, Batman wakes up sweating, and you know what? That's why Batman is marrying Catwoman, because he's trying to assuage his fear of Black Panther. That's my story. Yeah. I'm sticking to it, and you're welcome. So he's reporting back, telling him the things that he knows, but at the same time is learning that there are other situations, specifically this War of Realms invasion. Him being so deep in undercover, he might not have known. So Black Panther is like, look, this is the deal. Yeah,
we're being invaded. Roxxon's hacking everything. We need to go stop the Black Bifrost. Blah 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 blah. And T'Challa is about to entrust him with defense of the mountain.
Yeah, he calls it. He's like, you're head of security for Avengers Mountain. You're about to earn that title.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, dang. It's about to be up to you, sir. Gotta make it happen. So he basically breaks it down and says, everybody's got things that they're doing, right? Like, Tony's building an armor. Cap is going to leave it a team elsewhere. There are things that are happening, and this is what your job is about to be. We're going to take the offensive back towards those that have assaulted us, and we're not going down without a fight.
Yeah.
But we recognize that we are a target and we need home protected. Yeah. And that's going to be your job. Yay!
Put that panel down at the bottom.
That's a glorious one.
Yeah. So he's jumping. T'Challa's about to like break off the conversation, and Gorilla says, "Yes, sir, Your Highness. And as soon as I'm done here, I can give you a full report on the meeting with Ursa Major. There's still no word on Dracula or where the Russians have hidden."
Pause. If you go back, as we said, Ursa actually tells him where Dracula is. That right there is called a lie. A huge lie. And I'll admit, like, I didn't catch the first one of noting that T'Challa would not have asked for such a thing.
Yeah.
But clearly the notion that, you know, Ursa Major says that it was T'Challa's plan for Gorilla Man to say that he doesn't know to T'Challa.
It's a bold move.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
One is lying to the king. One does not lie to the king.
Yeah.
But obviously with such, and I have to wonder, with such things on the line, it seems that T'Challa's words of "save it" speak to the urgency of other situations. Or
does he know?
Does he know?
Yeah.
Save it. Stop your lies. I'm not even...
Yeah. There's other stuff I'm going to handle. I'm going to come back, then I'm going to whoop your ass.
Yeah, like you've already like spilled your hand.
Yeah.
And I know it. You don't know that I know, which is why I'm going to put my foot on your throat.
Yeah.
But whatever. You know, if you're cool with it, you're cool with it. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. It's not a problem. He does play it off with, let's see if we live long enough to care.
Yeah.
You know. You already know. Yeah, man, this is a BA team of folks going places.
Yeah, you got Power Man and Iron Fist, Wolverine and Spider-Man in one group. She-Hulk, like, I don't know which group I would hate to run into more. The first one or She-Hulk, like a feral She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Punisher, Ghost Rider, and Blade.
Feral She-Hulk having gone Super Saiyan level 6.
Yeah.
I don't think there is a better option. I think, like, you die either way.
Yeah.
Maybe you die more violently with the second group. Like, there's honor in the first group.
Yeah, you'd be at least entertained by Spider-Man.
Right. Like, you'd say something quippy.
Yeah. But the other group,
just kill you in the face.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
You ever been killed in the face, man? It's not cool.
No, but
it's
you would.
Cool.
This group.
Definitely. 100%. Now, this other group here is pretty freaking awesome. Kind of love what's happening here.
Yeah.
We've got like this, I don't know, not a cosmic group, but kind of the cosmic level group.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, okay, so Agent Solomon and Agent Manwolf, they are from what team exactly?
I can't remember.
Is it part of SHIELD?
I wanted to say X was with the monster force, or
it's something like that. Yeah. So I want to say it's like an offshoot of it, kind of like Sword was, but I don't know. Like it's kind of strange. Seeing Lady Sif and Captain Marvel, I believe that there's an ass whooping that's coming.
Yeah,
from these ladies.
If you have an ass, it will be whooped mercilessly.
Hardcore. It's not even a joke. It seems like it's only the two of them.
Do they need anybody else?
I really don't see like they do. I'm just like, they've
got it covered.
They're going to solve this problem, and it's not a problem at all. Malekith's forces are making their way towards Avengers Mountain.
Yeah.
And it looks like a problem.
Yeah.
The Giants.
Just walking.
Dude.
It's so awesome.
That is so amazing. The fire, like, bug things are on their way. Like, this is all kinds of bad.
It's not going to end well.
In a very real way.
It's T'Challa just out there watching from the parapet, or the head.
Which, oh, God, it's so crazy. Panther to Gorilla. The mountain is officially under siege. What is our weapon status? And Gorilla Man is putting together the last things that he needs to, while T'Challa is waiting for this army of bad things to come to him.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does. Yeah. Okay? I don't have to jump. It just happens.
Thori has possibly the best line in the comic.
Oh, my God.
Panther Master, take Thori for murder walk now.
Good dog. If Thori is not in Black Panther 2, there's been failure, okay? Yeah. There has been failure, people.
Take him for a murder walk.
Murder walk! Do you not understand the joy that brought to me? That is exactly, that is perfect. All of a sudden, the Dark Bifrost. So this is clearly taking place before the last issue of War of the Realms. They are bifrosting in essentially dark elves to attack on the inside. And it seems as though there's this secret that Gorilla Man is experiencing this notion of immortality that is available to him.
Like if you kill him,
yes,
it's
you
weird.
become immortal. So perhaps the origin of this Gorilla Man was an actual guy who aimed to track him down, become immortal, and he killed the other Gorilla Man.
And now he's Gorilla Man.
But you become that which you kill. And he's now showing that he is hardcore and a force to be reckoned with. Aping up some stuff.
Just like throwing elves, kicking elves, ripping elves in half, using his dexterity.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. So they go for it. The fight is on. He has fixed the weapon. And the facility begins to protect itself. Omitting crazy amounts of energy. It doesn't even really seem like we see what that energy wave does.
It's just Jack and like it's just the Celestial with his arm out. When a dead Celestial can be hot wired,
that's a lot of power. That's a lot of power, and it's dangerous.
And when they were talking about earlier about the Celestial staff is already down, like it's reached down into the core.
Reaching to the core, connected in.
It's like unlimited energy,
like completely available, and it's unleashing it on the hordes from the other realms. So in this moment, funny enough, it seems as though like a big win has come. Accidentally. In this moment of potential uber death, Gorilla Man has somehow been connected to this great presence, this huge force, and has given him an answer to one of the greatest threats to their whole mission.
How do you find Roxxon? Where are they hacking and locking everybody out of everything? Something from the great beyond, while he was having a near-death experience, told him Antarctica. Roxxon is hiding in Antarctica.
Big. That's huge. Absolutely huge. So he wakes up in the infirmary next to Odin, no less. And again, I have to wonder if this has got to be before. It's got to be before. So Odin tells him, "Hey, listen, you were given information. It was meant for you alone. Only." Like basically the light of God speaks, it picks a person. And that's who that information is for. And when he says it to him, there's such a sadness. To him.
Which I didn't like. I picked up on there was a sadness, but I'm like, but why would it be sad?
Right.
Like you have a definitive
purpose. But I mean, this whole time he's been talking about how maybe being a superhero is not the thing for him. And that he's not really a worthy person for it. That's what I immediately took it as. It's like, oh my God, he's being thrust into a stage that he's not wanting or prepared for.
I mean, think about it. Like you're now in an infirmary in a bed next to Odin, not a dude named Odin.
Actual Odin.
You're so out of your pay grade.
Yeah, man. Like dude, hero is what you are. Like it's not even a matter of what you want to be. This is just where your life is. So then he's out and he's walking around, and he's clearly walking around in a prison type location. And
he's mulling it over
hardcore,
but at the same time there's where he's talking to himself. There's the actual talking bubbles, but then there's the paneled brown bubbles that have been running through as like the narration throughout,
right?
And it's almost like two different
conversations at the same time. Absolutely. He's like, look, I don't understand, I just know things have changed, and this is something different has to happen. And a voice calls out to him and says, wait, you think this changes what the arrangement was? Like, do you think it changes what you have to do?
Which snaps me out of the thought process that he is now wrestling with. I have a purpose. I am that hero. No, it's different.
Something else. Something else. Kill the Gorilla Man, live forever. I used to think the day I decided to chase that legend was the dumbest thing I'd ever done. What a heartbreaking sentiment. And then whatever this thing is, red eyes glowing, held behind like a laser field, is basically saying like, no, this change hasn't changed anything.
You made a deal.
And I want to hear you say that you know what this deal is.
And I still don't know what that thing is.
I don't either, but it looks dangerous. It's like a giant flame-eyed murder dog. And Gorilla Man says, so broken. I serve Dracula. I serve the Legion of the Unliving. I am the loyal subject of the Kingdom of the Damned.
And then the brown bubbles where he's still narrating. Worst was the day I decided to go finally get rid of the curse once and for all the day I betrayed the Avengers.
So poetic because he makes fun of Ursa for potentially betraying Winterguard and saying like it's no big deal, and knowing that what he's doing is tantamount to the same.
Yeah.
But way worse.
Oh yeah.
So it goes back to the notion of whether or not those giant fangs of his is that an attribute of being a gorilla,
Or is that
or
part of
is
the
he
deal?
actually a vampire? Crazy,
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. So how do you make your book a tie-in to the big event going on, and still maintain it as being an integral part of the story that you're weaving within its ongoing?
If you're Jason Aaron, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, you call it issue 19.
Ta-da, ta-da. This was good.
Oh yeah.
This was really good.
Because I thought it was a redemption story.
Yeah, I totally did too. And I was like, oh, that's so dark. That's just terrible, horrible, terrible. That makes me so sad. All right, so this was a great read.
Yes.
But coming soon.
Next week, actually.
Ooh, you're gonna want some of this action here. This is this is so cool.
Yeah, they shouldn't have given it to me because I've already read it.
Whatever, it's not your fault.
It's Dark Red #3,
Yes.
the Comic Town Black, White, and Dark Red all over exclusive covers.
Yes. And of course we have the Virgin cover with no trade dress whatsoever.
And this
which is
one.
beautiful. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Oh my goodness.
I think we can give away a couple of these, maybe?
You think so? I think we might be able to do
we'll
that.
be able to do that.
To our Patreon guys?
Mhm.
Wait,
I know
that's
a guy.
you. You guys get copies of this. Okay, so funny story.
Mhm.
This weekend, Tim Seeley was at Motor City Comic Con. He didn't know about this. So I got to tell him, and he's like, dude, those covers look amazing. And I was like, you want some? I might know a guy. He's like, are you?
He's gonna be. We're scheduling a phone call or Skype interview with him for next week.
That's awesome.
I don't know if he knows about that either.
We'll find out.
You'll find out.
Yeah, because is that with Aftershock?
Mhm.
We didn't even talk about it, so we'll find out if he knows.
Yeah.
This is gonna be amazing. What's gonna be even better is like we're gonna get him a call, and I've known Tim for a while. He's not gonna realize that this is our show, and he's like, "Is that Victor?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude. What's up?" And he's like, "Why didn't you tell me about this?" And I'm like, "I wanted to save it. It's a surprise."
Yeah. Surprise.
Ta-da! So yeah, you guys are. Oh God, that's such a good gift. I love it. You guys are the best. Coming for you. Coming for you. I'm jealous.